burial, funeral, or cremation expenses. It is specifically designed for the people on fixed income or Social Security. Would you like to learn more about it?
Yeah, is burial expenses?
To qualify you for the plan, are you between the age of 40 and 80?
Uh-huh.
Say that again, please.
Okie dokie.
I can bring my product specialist on the line, and he can give you more information about it, okay?
Product specialist?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hi? You promised to call me back. What happened? It's getting hot and windy here. Is this the specialist? Funeral arrangements? I don't know. I can't hear you. Another damn scammer. These guys are calling. I swear. I wonder how many scam calls I've gotten today. Not everybody gets them like I do. Let's see. One, John Wilfong, West Warwick, Rhode Island. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Ogden, Utah. And then 332-503-220. Fremont, California. Los Angeles, 971. Starting at 7:17 this morning. So, yeah. Look at all these scammers. All these scammers. Anyway, I'm sick of it. Well, I'll tell a story while I'm waiting for another scammer to call me. There was this young couple, and they had 3 little kids. And her husband had just gotten a new job. And the boss wanted to come over to finalize his job and confirm that he was a good man. So he wanted to meet his wife and family. And his wife said, her husband called her and he said, honey, the boss wants to come over for dinner. And she says, oh, can't we go to a restaurant? The house is a mess. And her son had taken her makeup and lipstick and smeared it on the wall and on the couch and everything. And then their little girl had smeared up the lipstick and stuff and got everything a mess. And so she was just beside herself with the kids, getting into stuff and misbehaving. And then the cat box was a mess and pooped everywhere. And the toys were everywhere. And her husband said, honey, it's so important that he comes to our house. You know, I could get a good, I'll end up making more money. He says, please. She goes, well, let me call my mom. So she was scared to death. Her hands were shaking and she called her mom. She dialed as fast as she could. And her mom answered. And she says, Mom, John wants to bring his boss home and I don't know what to do. The house is a mess. And My hair looks awful and I need a bath and I'm just so nervous. I need it. I just, Mom, please help me. She says, oh, honey, I had a bridge party last night. I made a great big pot roast. It was delicious. And I'll stop at the bakery and pick up your special pie. And I'll bring my housekeeper with me. Oh, Mom, you saved me. Oh, and you can just take a bath, and my housekeeper will take care of everything as I clean your kitchen and get everything set up for dinner. She says, "Oh, Mom, I can't believe it. You're saving me." Oh, and the pot roast is really good. Your boss is just gonna love it. Mom, I just and then the housekeeper will make everything just shine. And you know what a whiz Carnita is. And she says, Carnita? Yeah, my housekeeper. Oh, I thought her name was Lupita. No, you must have misunderstood me. She says, but Mom, what are you going to do with John while you're gone? She says, you mean your dad? Yeah, what are you going to do with Dad while you're gone? You know he's not in any condition to be left alone. She says, honey, Dad's been dead for 5 years. What are you talking about? What do you mean Dad's been dead? Yeah, Dad's been dead for 5 years. What are you talking about? And she goes, oh dear God, I must have misdialed. Mom, is your mom, is this Deborah? And she says, no, this is Catherine. Oh no, does that mean this isn't Mom? She says, I'm sorry. No, it's not Mom. She says, oh no, does that mean you're not coming over? I'm in LA, not in New York. Oh no. So, needless to say, she had to invite the boss over for. You saw when the lipstick is in brown crayon, you know you got kids. Anyway, that's just a silly story. There's another cute one. There's a lady in my church. She's 80 something, and she likes to send me cute little things. And she sent me this one, the good napkins. It's written in first person. My mother taught me to read when I was 4 years old. Her first mistake. One day I was in the bathroom and I noticed one of the cabinet doors was ajar. I read the box in the cabinet. Then I asked my mother why she was keeping napkins in the bathroom. Didn't they belong in the kitchen? Not wanting to burden me with unnecessary facts, she told me that those were for special occasions. Now, fast forward a few months. It's Thanksgiving Day, and my folks are leaving to pick up the pastor and his wife for dinner. Mom had assignments for all of us while they were gone. Mine was to set the table. When they returned, the pastor came in first and immediately burst into laughter. Next came his wife, who gasped, then began giggling. Next came my father, who roared with laughter. Then came Mom, who almost died of embarrassment when she saw each place setting on the table with a special occasion napkin at each plate, with the fork carefully ranged on top, and even tucked the little tail in so they didn't hang off the edge. My mother asked me why I used these, and of course my response sent her to into an adult the other adults into further fits of laughter. But Mom, you said they were for special occasions. Take time to laugh. It's the music of the soul. I thought that was cute. Yeah. it's sweet that Corinne, she's in a care facility, and she sends me little notes, and I really appreciate that. I'll have to tell her about that. I read this to people online. My poor husband, he fell and he hit his chest, and it missed the his pocket, and he had his cell phone in the pocket, and it hit right above his chest and damaged a nerve in his chest. Well, over the years, it's just been getting worse and worse and worse to where it's become a crisis level where he's in so much pain, he's having to take pain meds. So they put a nerve stimulator in his chest by needles. Hello, peekaboo cocktail. And of course, Angela Critters. Oh, apples, Avalon apples. Where's Angela? Where's Angela? I thought that was her. Good to see you, Avalon apples and peekaboo cocktail. I heard that you were kind of hiding, not hiding, but you've been out of service for a while. I'm glad you're back. Are you doing okay? And you too, peekaboo cocktail. Cockatiel, peekaboo cockatiel. Oh, I've got a. Do you have a cockatiel? Peekaboo cockatiel. I had a cockatiel, one of those yellow, small yellow ones, and his name was Cholita, and he talked up a storm. I mean, just talk, 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 talk. And when my husband was, I'm glad you're doing good. Anyway, Cholita was, he would sit in his cage, and anytime we had people over, he would try to get attention. He'd go, choo, 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 choo. And we taught him to say, help, help, call the cops, and hallelujah, and happy Sabbath day, and a few other things. Well, when my husband had the cancer, hello, Autism Piano Mozart. Please subscribe to Autism Piano Mozart. She is doing a good job. She's a young lady that is learning to play the piano and does better than me. She's reading music. So please subscribe to her channel, and everybody subscribe to each other as well. So anyway, my husband had cancer, oral cancer, and oral cancer then was deadly. And that was 1985, and the Reader's Digest had come out with an article with this guy, Sean, who had been chewing tobacco, and he'd gotten some oral cancer, and he ended up dying. And they said that oral cancer is just so deadly that you only have 1 or 2 years to live once you have it. And my husband had the oral cancer, and I was just beside myself that he had oral cancer. Look at this darling bird. It's a yellow finch, or what is it? Could be a pine siskin or American goldfinch, not sure. They've been here every day. They like the Niger thistle and sunflower seeds. So our church believes in having prayer and uh, laying hands on people, um, and asking the Lord for healing. Uh, doesn't mean it's anything magic. It's just a prayer for healing. And so all the elders and deacons came over to our house to have special prayer for Larry, and I was sitting in the corner crying, and there was about 20 people in the room, and Cholita was being really noisy. Do, 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 happy Sabbath, hallelujah. And I thought, oh man. And then we were praying, and everybody was taking turns praying. And he was getting noisier and noisier and noisier. I thought, this is not good. So I grabbed his blanket and I covered his cage to shut him up. And then he was quiet for a few minutes. Then pretty soon, help, help, call the cops. Help, help, call the cops. Help, help, call the cops. Everybody was started cracking up during prayer. They couldn't believe that my bird was crying out and saying, call the cops. That was funny. It was hilarious. I thought Peekaboo Cockatiel would enjoy that one since it had to do with my cockatiel. Larry couldn't stand Cholita because Cholita was noisy. He got into this, I guess he heard the silverware or something, and he picked up on that, and he would repeat that, and then it was a pretty smart bird, but he was just driving us nuts. And the girl next door, she was a teenager, and her brother had burned their house down. It was our daughter's birthday, and we had a swimming party over at our house. So um, here he burned the house down, and we saw the smoke. And Larry goes, "Where's your parents?" And he says, "You'll find out." We thought he murdered his parents, and his sister. Larry went through the house. He couldn't believe it that Larry took that chance, but he couldn't find his parents, and his parents' cars were there. So we thought that he had murdered his parents and set the house on fire. And Larry took an axe to not a sledgehammer to the box, the electrical box, to shut everything off. Anyway, the fire department came, and their house was totally destroyed. And his sister had to deal with his mental illness, and she loved Cholita. Anyway, I gave her Cholita. She absolutely. Here's a caller. Hello?
Hello, this is Sarah returning your call from OHSU Building Department. This call may be recorded and monitored. What can I help assist you today?
Oh, that wasn't me. It was my husband. He'll call you back.
Okay.
OHSU Building Department. Nah, they can't get anything right. Anyway, we gave her Cholita, and that whole family was just shattered because her son's mental illness. He was a schizophrenic teenager, and their house just totally destroyed. But the parents had gone for a long walk. They were several miles away when the son had started the fire, and his sister was visiting a friend, so nobody was hurt. But their house was totally destroyed. It was so sad. You know, mental illness is just really something for some people. The medicine doesn't always work. My niece, Tracy, was a specialist. She worked with autism and mentally ill, handicapped autism, and she was a nurse practitioner. She had her own practice. She was 33 years old. She died 3 weeks ago with colon cancer. She ignored the warning signs, so that was sad. And our family is struggling. She was such a bright girl, and my sister is just heartbroken. So, anyway, well, I guess the scammers aren't going to come, and I don't think there's anybody here. Hi, Gigi. How are you? Thank you for coming. Glad you're here. Gigi62. Oh, it's hot here. It must be. I don't know how hot it is, but it's supposed to be. Um, let's see what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to have um, hot wind tomorrow. Oh, it says it's 79. I don't think so. It's more like 80 something. Huh. Sunny conditions will continue for the rest of the day. Wind gusts are up to 13 miles per hour. And tomorrow is supposed to be hotter. And Tuesday is supposed to be 80, even 10 degrees hotter than it is now. And Saturday, yeah. But somebody was saying that we had all this smoke in the air, and they tried to show it on their. Oh, it's 103. My poor birds. Oh, yeah, I've got this mister. Yeah, I've got this sprayer, Mister Sprayer for the birds. I have the most beautiful bird, and it was going. So, Gigi, are you on the West Coast or East Coast? I don't want to dox you. If you don't want to tell, you don't have to. I'm over the edges of Boring, Oregon, and it's 3:25. Let's see. Sometimes the weather isn't always accurate. It says it's 79 degrees. It's hotter than that. Cupertino. My best friend Lolita died. Dearest friend and my best friend. I had Lolita and Martina, and I were the three musketeers, and we loved hanging together. Lolita was blonde, and Martina and I were brown skinned, Spanish, American Indian, Mexican, and Lolita was blonde. But oh, let me tell you, she was blonde. She always wrecked the car. I couldn't stand it when she drove. So we were going to go to my grandma's birthday party, and I had the cake, and I spent all morning uh, decorating the cake. And the only car we could take is my mom's husband, Poppy Owen. He is so sweet. Absolutely loved him. He told me I was the daughter he always wanted. He never had a daughter, just two sons. And he had quite a bit of money. My mom didn't keep his money. She thought that wasn't fair, but she gave some of it to my sisters and her son, and then her son's son, and nothing to my son because she thinks we were too wealthy. It was just awful. She was so unfair. Anyway, she gave it to both his sons, and one married a girl half his age and took the whole family for a month trip over to Europe and spent $500,000. And then the other son was a drug addict, so it went up his nose. So all that money is gone. My mom owed me a lot of money, but she thought because we were wealthy that she didn't have to pay us back. Anyway, that kind of made me mad. But my mom had dementia. She was cuckoo. Let's see, what is that weather? AccuWeather. Let's see what AccuWeather says. Page not available. Huh. Wonder why. My settings. Oh, Texas. My brother's in Texas. Yeah, he's Ohio State Fair. We got 5G. Okay, now let me see. AccuWeather. So boring. We're over boring. Yes, it's really boring. We're over the edges of boring, Oregon. 79. Real feel 85. Hourly. Barbie fossil. What's this thing about the Barbie movie? Is that anything? That's kind of crazy. Anyway, I'm going to go see that Freedom. It says it's 80. And daily, tomorrow it's supposed to be windy. And that could be deadly. So, anyway, well, thank you all for coming. And you all take care and have a good day and a blessed day. Look at that view we have, but the grass is so dry. I heard some screaming the other day. It was a woman screaming, and then I heard someone take off on a motorcycle, and then a dirt bike. And so I imagine the neighbors were really fighting. They got the junkyard going on there with 10 cars parked on the property. It looks horrible. Everybody in the neighborhood would like them to leave. Anyway, you stay cool. And I love this song. Let me play it for you. I don't know if you can hear it. I love the Tabernacle Choir. So, and there's this one person that sings Slow Down. Her name is Sisal. In the midst of my confusion, in the time of desperate need. Oh, you have the same situation. It is. I don't know why they wanted $1 million home. They can't afford it. Is the audio okay with this? Slow down. Be still.
On the spirit
I've lost 5 good friends the last few years. Young people that just died.
in the time of tribulation, when I'm feeling so unsure, when things are pressing in about me, comes a gentle voice, so still, so pure.
Slow down. Sisal with the Tabernacle Choir.
Be still and wait on the Spirit of slow down and hear His voice and know that He is
Isn't her voice something else? You can find it on the Slow Down Sisal Pioneer Concert with the Tabernacle Choir. Just Google SISSEL Slow Down and you'll find it. It's just amazing. I'm not LDS or Mormon. My family is. A lot of family and friends. I don't agree with their faith, but that's okay. As a Christian, we just stick to the Bible. And I don't believe Joseph Smith and Jesus and Satan were brothers. And that's what they teach. Yeah. Watch the movie God Makers. It'll tell you all about it. It's kind of scary. But look at that view. Is that something? I feel so blessed to have such a beautiful view. Yeah, if Chad would have followed the Bible, you wouldn't have this mess with Lorival. My favorite one with the Tabernacle Choir is the Christmas. And I've always wanted to be an organist or pianist, but I never got the chance. But there's a cutest song with the oh, this is so cool. That's their organ. Christmas Carol, Christmas Mouse. Cat and mouse. Carol. I can play that. Cat and Mouse Carol with David Atuna. Said the cat to the mouse in the dark little house that stable so long ago. Can you hear this one all right? The bright star in the sky is shining upon us down below. And the night skies ring as the angels sing when love came down to the earth. It's a young man, beautiful voice. And the night skies ring as the angels sing when the baby came at his birth. The mouse and the cat in the stable. Yeah, we have a stunning view. Recently, we're offered a nice offer, but we thought we're too old to move. Said the mouse to the cat, as in wonder they sat, and they saw Mary's face with joy. Perhaps that star we can see is to tell you and the coming of this precious little boy. And the night skies ring as the angels sing when love came down to the earth. And the night skies The Cat and the Mouse Carol with David Archuleta and the Tabernacle Choir. Or you can come live on my deck. There's a hot tub. And that's the master bedroom. And then the other side of the deck, the other side of the living room, is another deck with table and chair. And then the guest house has its own deck. 20 by 12 foot deck. No more than that. 30. They saw as they crept through the door, and they brought little gifts to the child as they gazed with love on the child from above. Mary turned to the shepherds and smiled. And the night skies ring as the angels sing when love came down to the earth. young man. It's a tabernacle choir temple. It was 10 years ago. There's my other deck. I've slept out there before. Oh, hey, come bring your bags. Really, I'm serious. Come on over. I told BBT we'd drive my crazy bus through the fields, the marijuana fields. This huge marijuana fields everywhere. And we'll cut through the fields and they can hang out the window and just chop off the tops. But it feels like a resort. It costs like a resort. Our taxes are too high. Oregon is just as expensive to live as Hawaii. I love Hawaii. I made some lilikoi pie. Isn't that a cute song? Cat and Mouse Christmas Carol with David Arctura. I've been so depressed because of my pain and the losing my niece, 33 years old. And my sister's a university professor. She got a huge award, national award, 2 weeks after Tracy died. She flew to New Mexico by herself to get it. I feel so bad for my sister. You should never have to bury your daughter. Well, yeah, we've all been planted where God wants us. I can't live. I'm too old. I could never leave this property. No amount of money would be worth it. And that rose bush I have there, that's light lavender. And I found some light lavender silk flowers at Dollar Store and I put them on there. Crazy, huh? My mom used to do that and I thought, what an idiot. Now I'm doing the same. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. And if you're depressed, listen to some good music. I love the Tabernacle Choir. They have some beautiful music. One of my favorites is this one, Alleluia. It's got some visuals. Anyway, it's just gorgeous. And that'll help lift you out of your depression. It's just gorgeous. I've been having panic attack. But that's from the other demos. I saw a lady out of these plastic bushes all around because it's too hot, like in LA. And then they're planting this, putting this fake grass. I love this fake grass. It's really expensive though, but it gets really hot. This green stuff. It even has a little bit of brown blades. Listen to those beautiful birds. But to get out of your depression, it's always good to listen to music. That's Interstellar. But The Cat and Mouse Carol with David A.R.C. Archuleta. It's just beautiful. It's a must-see. I would like to get some handbells for our church.
The sky is shining upon us from below, and the night sky is deep to sing, and lights came down to the earth.
Oh, that's cool where choirs get together. They get together and they sing online. You've seen that? Where all a bunch of people get together and sing. They get online. Anyway.
I am wondering why the star in the sky is shining upon us from below.
Yes. Anyway, I'll just leave this playing. And if anybody wants to watch, go check on your dad. Oh, he had radiation. Oh, that radiation is awful. My husband had radiation. It burned him. I'll be praying for your dad. It's towards the end when the radiation gets worse. Pray we don't have any fires. I pray for everyone here, everyone listening. We're all suffering, some worse than others. I hope your dad does well. Thank you, Gigi. My hemoglobin is up, but I have to keep taking the iron and vitamin C together. But I've been crying a lot. Both Lolita and Martina are gone. Martina's service is the 29th. There's no way I could fly down to San Diego. I can't sit in the plane seat. Does the song, is this coming through? Does it sound distorted? Oh, I love Mary, did you know? Yes. Our daughter sang professionally. She took voice lessons. This is Easter morning when Jesus was coming out of the tomb. The light was shining out. His linen clothes were, his covering was folded, and he was gone. The angels rolled the stone covering his tomb. And this is what they sang when Jesus came out of the tomb after being buried for 3 days. Yeah, her voice is beautiful. She's one messed up chick. She pulled a Sherry Papini in this Russell girl. Anyway, God bless you all. Pray for one another. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining. I don't know how to get out of this.